Eco-foot includes buttonhole and centered itself.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah with sewingpartsonline.com, and we're going to talk about the standalone thread holder. This is an Alphasew Universal Spool Stand to work with your sewing machine or serger. Basically, it's a giant spool pin, just like that's on your sewing machine. Sometimes you have one or two, depending on what machine you have. But this one goes on the side, it can lay down. Basically, it helps with feeding thread. So if you find that your thread is breaking, or if you're finding your stitches are skipping, a lot of the times it's because the way your thread is coming off the spool. When your thread is coming off the spool, the spool shouldn't move. Only the thread should be moving as it comes off. That's how it would work ideally. But sometimes it gets stuck or it gets snagged. So the idea of this is to prevent that. Now, when you get it, it comes in this package. It has a nice little spiel on the back talking about what it is and a little bit more information. It comes with 3 types of caps and 2 caps, 1 adapter. So this is a large one. These are just like your regular sewing machine caps. Same rule applies. You want to use the spool cap that's just a little bit over the edge of your spool. You want the thread to guide along the edge of the cap, not along the edge of the spool. Same thing over here, the small one, small cap, small thread spool. This is an adapter for your cone threads. So this I would not normally be able to use in my sewing machine, as you can see. Now I've tried to use it up here before and it was awful. So thank goodness for this. So the benefit is you can buy the large spools of thread, or you can use your serger thread for your sewing machine and your sewing machine thread for your serger. You can go both ways. So it really saves you on having to buy multiple spools. So let's go ahead and use the pretty variegated. This is the little adapter. Pop it on here. It's really snug. That's okay. It's supposed to be. Pop it on here like this. There's a little gold hole right there if you want to slide the thread through. It's not super small. You don't need a magnifying glass, thank goodness. Comes up through, and then this little arm is movable, which you may want to play with a lot because it's kind of fun. But anyways, you can just adjust it to feed better. So, because kind of every maker is different, every thread feels like it feeds differently, so it really gives you that option to make sure it's coming off exactly how you want it to. See how this comes off nice and smoothly? That's exactly what I want. And when I'm ready to use it in my sewing machine, all I do is thread it exactly the same as the spool I already have on. So right here, my purple thread is starting right there. I would just come up, I'd probably move this back a little bit, just, because I want it like that. And I would pop it in here, start it, come down there, all the way down to the needle, just like I would normally thread it. Same goes for a bobbin. If I wanted to use this and put it on the bobbin, same rule applies. I would just, pop a bobbin in here and thread it exactly the same. It's literally that easy. It's super easy, and it saves you a lot of hassle. Another benefit of this that I really like, because it feeds better, you can use these spools of thread that you literally have just a little bit left of, but they don't feed exactly the way you want off of here. For this one, I hadn't been able to use it back in my sewing machine because it kept getting stuck for some reason, possibly because of the angle, I don't really know, but I can use it on this. So I would just take off this serger one, cone thread adapter, pop that off, put this in, get this in. Don't put it all the way down. You want a little bit of wiggle room. And then I could thread this normally, and it would feed to my sewing machine perfectly. So you can see how you can really, you see what I'm saying? Let me put this through the little arm. Now it feeds well, whereas when I had on here, it really wasn't feeding. Same goes for tensile thread, metallic thread, monofilament thread. If you're having a lot of trouble, the stitch is breaking, it's jamming, use one of these. It really does make the difference. I don't know what magic it is, but it just feeds better and makes a really big difference in your sewing. Can be used with serger. It can be used to refill your bobbins. You'll love these. So to purchase yours, visit us online at sewingpartsonline.com. If you just want to come and hang out with our sewing community, you can visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/sewingpartsonline, on Twitter at sewingparts, on Instagram, on Google+, and be sure to subscribe right below for more sewing videos.